And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of the whole ages, please put your hands together for Seth Loves Fizz and Bella 2003 and his wonderfulest story time. Thank you very much, Luigi. And I'm so glad that you guys decided to sit back and relax and enjoy Seth's story time, which I'm very happy to hear that. And we're still reading Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, big storybook. And last week that we read was James and the Troublesome Trucks. But today we are reading Thomas and the Guard. Alright, let's get started then, shall we? Let's do it. Thomas the Tank Engine is very proud of his branch line. He thinks it is the most important part of the whole railway. His two coaches, Annie and Clarabelle, agree with him. Annie can only take passengers, but Clarabelle can take passengers, luggage, and the guard. They are both old and need new paint, but Thomas loves them very much. As Thomas and his coaches run backwards and forwards along the line, they sing songs to each other. When Thomas starts from a station, he sings, "Oh, come along, we're rather late. Oh, come along, we're rather late." And the coaches sing, "We're coming along, we're coming along." They don't mind what Thomas says to them, because they know that he is trying to please the Fat Controller. And they know too that if Thomas is cross, he is not cross with them. One day, they had to wait for Henry's train, which made Thomas very cross. "How can I run my line properly if Henry is always late? He doesn't realise that the Fat Controller depends on me," Thomas whistled. He wanted to leave, but he had to wait for Henry's passengers. At last, Henry came. "Where have you been, lazybones?" asked Thomas. "Oh dear, my system is out of order. No one understands my case. You don't know how I suffer," moaned Henry. "Rubbish," said Thomas. "You're too fat. You need exercise." Lots of people with piles of luggage climbed out of Henry's train, and they all climbed into Annie and Clarabelle. Thomas had to wait until they were ready. At last, the guard blew his whistle, and Thomas started at once. The guard turned around to step into his van, but Thomas had started without him. He waved his red flag to stop. But he was well on his way, steaming out of the station. Oh dear, it looks like Thomas has just left the guard at the station. How silly of Thomas to do that. Wonder what's going to happen next. Well, let's find out then. Come along, puffed Thomas. But Clarabelle didn't want to come. "I've lost my nice guard! I've lost my nice guard!" she sobbed. Annie tried to tell Thomas what had happened. "We haven't a guard! We haven't a guard!" she said. But he was hurrying and wouldn't listen. "Oh, come along! Oh, come along!" he puffed. Annie and Clarabelle tried to put on their brakes, but they couldn't without the guard. "Where is our guard? Where is our guard?" they cried. But Thomas didn't stop, until they came to a signal. "Oh, bother that signal," said Thomas. "What's the matter?" "I don't know," said his driver. "The guard will tell us in a minute." They waited and waited, but the guard didn't come. "Peep, peep, peep, peep! Where is the guard?" whistled Thomas. "We've left him behind," sobbed Danny and Clarabelle together. The driver, the fireman, and the passengers looked, and there was the guard running as fast as he could along the line. He had his flags in one hand and his whistle in the other. Everyone cheered him. He was very hot, so he had a drink and then told them all about it. "Oh, I'm very sorry, Mr. Guard," said Thomas. "It wasn't your fault, Thomas," he replied. "Look, the signal is down. We can go. Let's make up for lost time." Annie and Clarabelle were so pleased to have their guard again that they sang, "As fast as you like, as fast as you like," to Thomas all the way. They reached the end of the line quicker than ever before. Well, looks like Annie and Clarabelle are so glad to have their guard back again. And Thomas was really happy to run Annie and Clarabelle on his own branch line. That's a pretty nice happy ending. Alright, so that was Thomas and the Guard. And I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. And just before I go, there's only a few chapters that are not in this story. So let's have a look. So we've got Edward and Gordon is not on there. Then we got James and the Express. Okay. Very well. Thomas's Christmas Party. Yep. And Whistles and Sneezes. So Edward and Gordon, James and the Express, Thomas's Christmas Party, and Whistles and Sneezes are the only 4 chapters that are not in this story. So yeah, bit strange, isn't it? It's only got 22 season 1 stories. Alright, so like I said, I hope you guys all enjoy the video. And make sure you subscribe to Seth Loves Fizz and Bella 2003. And don't forget to give me likes. Turn on notification. You can request me more videos. Give me lots of positive feedbacks. And don't you ever steal my videos. And I will also like to thank Luigi for the intro. Thank you, Luigi. No worries, bro. I'm happy to help out. That's good. Alrighty-o. I will see you next See you next Saturday for another Seth Storytime. Bye.